Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Spartans have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bulldogs offense will take the field first. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same
QB debut.
Between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game. Because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live. So he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed. But what does that chemistry look like with the guy throwing him the football? That's what I want to see.
Well, and the good thing is you've got tape and you've seen he's done it at the college level. Like, you already know what he is. Now it's about taking...
76. And low key, if 76 blocks him, I might go score because 79 is out and running. Boom, boom. If I get him blocked, yeah, I might go score.
Using his strengths, how do you use him in this offense early on in the season to really take advantage of his talents?
Looking downfield, it's Waddle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Georgia going up tempo. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here.
Oh, that's my fault.
4-and-out if they don't convert. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. So the Michigan State... It's offense...
Damn, I wanted to see what they was talking about. Yeah, that's not open. Yeah, this is open. He spends too much time fighting with him over there. Get him off you. You got clearance. That's me switching out there and pushing it off.
First possession of the game. And here comes for the first time as a starter this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football.
Down, boy.
I started as a true freshman back in Florida. I guarantee you, he has so much.
See who's an asshole. Who's disrupted immediately. 17 is in there. Oh, Fry's in the game. So you get there first along with DeMarcus. DeMarcus Edmond coming up to make the hit. My boy, the transfer coming in trying to pop one immediately. And then Jesse Tuggle. And Fry's making the tackle. Okay, cool.
Nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously,
breaks into the open. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. Jesse. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card. And you saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
Ooh, he's cool.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Dead center perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gibbs. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. They're going to need to get something started. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good...
That was weird. Why throw it there? I stopped. Set my feet. Throw the ball. And it's ugly. He didn't get touched or nothing. Just threw it bad. Looked like Lamar, really.
On the interception. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Let's talk a little bit about Michigan State. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
And here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back in.
Turning it on! And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Motion from the wideout. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They'll line up for a second down play. the RPO complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Working the middle. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Bulldogs moving quickly to the line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll move the tight end. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Back to throw, it's Waddle. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Down 6-3 early, they'll try to put together a drive to take the lead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Got a man, it's Coles. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
When you're a player,
we've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge.
Restart week.
You already know play first quarter like the 4th quarter.
Looking downfield on 1st down.
Boom! Let's go! 17 is going to have a year, boy.
I'm testing both QBs.
Bro, 17 and 4 are going to have monster years.
Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they
you don't even see him coming. And, oh, yeah, that was fire. Yeah, 17 and 4 are going to have great years. Ooh, D-Lee is perfect. Little jump. He should have made, he should have been able to fund that ball.
And the Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Flips it out on the screen. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Spartans will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Hauls it in and looking upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already showing signs of a slugfest as they try to build on this 6-3 lead. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Oh, later.
Here comes the heat.
Oh, you got over. Oh.
It's complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Ever seen this disgrace, maybe? No.
The run from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. To throw, it's Waddle. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Right down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Yeah, I thought he was going to keep dropping out there, but he did a good job. And flipping in instead of flipping out. That's really good. Yeah, he's tripled. Yeah, the plays to the zig.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you. A sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his man down the middle. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Nestles it in at the 35. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Back to pass, it's Waddle. Caught in the backfield, it's Evanson. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The option look. He'll toss it.
got it if you want. If you don't want it, you can. I ain't get it. If you don't want it, I ain't got it. Dog. Ooh, that boy Phil came through. Shout out to my nigga Phil Wade. Stop saying nigga. Stop saying nigga. It's Black History Month. Oh, I didn't pull up some weed though. I mean, roll up some weed though. It's 7:30. What am I doing? I'm looking for.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Dogs will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans' offense will go on the attack first. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense, picked it up in the offseason. I know they're really excited to see what he can do on the field today.
And these transfer quarterbacks are so wanted because they already have the experience. You know exactly what they can do. You're not guessing. So his experience translates, and they're... They love him. That's why they went and got him, and that's why he's starting right now.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Spartans decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big year.
The Dogs want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Waddle. Fires to the big fella. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to run it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off?
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year, so you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
The offense changing the play. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. On the move at the 30. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll go to the ground. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back on the move. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Let's talk a bit about Michigan State. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
No. Oh, he got it. Okay.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20.
89.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Dropping back, it's Waddle. Oh, they're after him. He's going to run it. Got the first himself. Oh, he's got some space. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Out of the gun to give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Stands in and takes the hit. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Georgia looking to convert this 4th down. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, looking to pass. Under fire. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground. Just had a solid pickup on 1st. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Trying play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Culliver. Still running at the 40. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Right back to him on the ground. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Culliver. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. The give to the single back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Heel off one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Evanson. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. Gets it past the marker. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. Georgia going back to work with another first down. On the ground, it's Hatchett. Fights off the defender.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The play action fake. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Dogs about to kick it away and get this season started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Michigan State's offense will have the football first. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive plays, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
Yeah, and let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. The Dogs